Hello everyone, this is Srikanth. In many campus drives, they are asking pseudocodes. So in this video we'll learn what is the basic idea about the pseudocodes. Okay, let us begin the video. The first one is, so before going to pseudocode, I want to write the simple program that is print 1 to n. Okay, look at here, we'll print 1 to n. I want to write the program n equal to 5 means I want to print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So depending upon like programming language, if suppose Java, Python, C plus, that is your wish. So we can discuss the step by step now. So I want to write the 1 to 5 means the first step is, what is your first step? So in like C or Java, we need to write the main function. After main function, I will write the code here. After main function, I will declare the variable. What is that variable? N. N is an integer. So I will write the integer. So in Java, you can declare the data types. In Python, no need to worry about that. Then n value is equal to 5. Then after that, I need to write the for loop. For what means I need to repeat my logic. So done. For int I is equal to 0, I less than equal to n, I plus plus. This is the general for loop logic. So if suppose you are writing 0 means like start with 0, but I want to start with 1. So 0 like I equal to 1 to less than n, then I plus plus. Then in the for loop I want to print or SOP, like depending upon your programming language. Like I will write the Java means SOP system.out.println your I values, right? So that is again you want to write with commas, that is depending upon your printing statements. Then close it. So this is a general program to print your 1 to n numbers, starting 1 to n numbers. So same code I want to write in the logic. So which code you are writing before? So I want to write the code that before I want to write the pseudocodes. That is the logic about this particular program. So in general, pseudocode means for this program, we need to write the pseudocode means first thing is assign the values. So that means you can depending upon the variable. So any variable x or n or any value. So suppose n assigning the value is 5. And first one is when you declare the variable. Suppose integer. So integer value is so integer variable name is x or n, that is depending upon again. So this is n and I assign the value n equal to 5. Then after that my for loop. So I need to write the for and no need to write the conditions like less than, greater than. You need to declare the values. So for I equal to 0 to 0 to 5 or 1 to 5 depending upon again condition. So I am declaring the value. So here writing the for loop I 1 to 5, I am writing the variables like a for loop, not in particular program language. This is only basics. Java, not Python, not C++ or C. So here I am writing the logic. Which logic? The for loop will be repeat I equal to 1 to 5. So how many iterations we have when you declare in the this line? So after this is the first line is variable, second line is your declaration, third line is ever again for loop, and fourth line is we need to print the print not SOP here again, print your I values. So now first step is your variable declaration, second step is assign the values, and third step is any logics you have like a for loop or while loop or any logics, and fourth step is what you want to do. So this for loop repeating how many times, after that end for. So this is my for loop, and your total pseudocode logic for this program is, this is the five steps for this pseudocode logic. Now coming to one more program. If you write one more program, otherwise you will get some idea. Suppose I want to go for the 1 to n sum of 1 to n numbers, or I want print otherwise I will go with print of even numbers, right? We'll discuss one more. So I want print 1 to 10 even numbers. Now again same, I want declare the variable. Suppose n is equal to 10, right? Then I will start for loop for again int I equal to 1, I less than is equal to 10, then I plus plus. So I'm writing in Java again. So you need to declare the data type also. Then your condition, if condition I, so here even numbers, right? I modular 2 is equal to 0. Then what you want to write? Then you want to print the I values. So print SOP, right? System.out.println SOP of your I values. Then close your loop and close your for loop, and your program is done. So same program I want to write in pseudocode. Means what is the first line? And declare the variables, how many variables we have. So suppose only one variable, so you can declare only n, or you can declare the I also. Here we have the I. Then your n is equal to, assign the values, n equal to 10. Then what do you have? For loop for your I value. So I 1, I equal to 1 to I equal to 1 to 10, or I equal to 1 to n. So this is declaration about your n values. Then after that I have if condition. So if condition, there I mod 2 is equal to 0. So he provide like this in pseudocode. Pseudocode logic is different, normal program logic is different. So your I mod 2 is equal to 0. Then your print, not SOP here, this is print of your I value. So this is general logic to write the program. So pseudocode is only single word you can say, that is general logic to write the program in any language like C, Java, Python, C++, any language. Now if end again end for. So this is the pseudocode for this program. So not only Java, not only Python, you can write any language. This is the common thing. So that is nothing but your pseudocode. Now you can check what are the basic keywords we have. First one is variables. Second one is about input output, and third one is mathematical logic. So just to remember, without this we can't write the any program, not only pseudocode, any program we can't write without this mathematical logical operators. And next one is conditional statement. This is also very very important. And next one is for loop, and one more thing, arrays related and function related. If you know this basics, you can get the some idea about pseudocodes. So the main basics are variables. So how to declare those variables, and input output values. Then mathematical logical operators. So how many operators we have, and how to write the condition statements. So if conditions, while, switch case. So different do while, those things. Again loops. So loops means how to write your for loop, while loop, those things, right? Now arrays. So array related. So the given data, not only array related, single related also we have. So depending upon that logic, we need to write the pseudocode. Then what is the next? Functions. So functions are very important in pseudocode. So maximum they will ask in recursive related functions. Right? Now coming to some idea about these variables, like those pseudocode logics. See, so if suppose I want to assign those values for any variables, when you declare your x equal to, you can write the x equal to 5 or x, and you can give a symbol with the 5. So both are correct itself. So to assign those values for particular variable, so we are declaring those variables with the data types as well as the assign those values also, and input and output. So you can declare in pseudocode input x and print is output purpose. So not like in Python print, and Java system.out.println, in C printf. It's not like that. Here we need to write the only print statement. So print statement means output purpose. Input means you are just write input, like no need to write your scanner function, all those things, right? So this is about the input and output, and these are the variables, how to declare the variables. Now main thing is mathematical and logical operators. So this is very very important in any programming language. So without this you can write only one program, that is print Java or print hello world. So this only can print the data itself, but you can't write the main logics without this operators. So one is arithmetical operators. So arithmetic means addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, as well as mod. Mod means modular. So they will not provide like this. They will write the mod itself. And one more thing, this is division. Division means max all pseudocodes. They will write the integer division, not float division. Right? So they will write the integer division. So integer division means suppose 5 by 2 means not 2.5, not 2.5. This is wrong. So 5 by 2 means the 2 is your answer. So this is the logic in by operator, and plus minus, this is the common thing, and multiplication common thing, but very important thing is division and modular. Both are very important in coding session also, and pseudocode as well as coding session also, and comparison related. So these are again very important. So without this we can't write any conditions. So you want to write the condition means the comparison statements are very important. So like less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than, equal to, and equal. And remember this, guys. It's a very important thing is equal. So in general, you are writing the code means suppose x and y I want to compare means you want to write x equal to y, right? In code you want to write x equal to y, but here we need to write only x equal to y. So this is a meaning means equal or equal. So both are comparing. Suppose not assigning purpose. If suppose in if condition, suppose if condition x equal to y means this is nothing but equal. So don't forget this is not assigning. In condition based it's a comparison, right? And logical related, and these are also and operator, or operator, XOR operator, not operator, as well as left shift and right shift operator. These are also very important in coding purpose. Now conditional. So conditional means maximum if condition related, else if, and switch case. Those conditions you can use in condition related statements. And loops are again very important for in your pseudocode session. So you want to write the for loop means here, for loop means we have for 1 I equal to 1 to 5. So see, you can write not only logic here. So I equal to 1 integer, and less than equal to 5. So no need to write those all those things. And if suppose I want to write 1 to 5 means how many iterations we have means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 iterations. In general, if suppose you are writing the in for loop I less than 5. So what is the meaning of this? Suppose I equal to 1 means 1, 2, 3, 4 only. So I less than 5 means only 4, but that is in coding session. But here he declare 1 to 5 means 1 to 5 unit travel. So total 5 iteration, not 4 iteration, 1 to 5. So fifth one also we need to consider. That is the for loop logic in pseudocode. And same thing array also, array and string related also. In array, suppose 0 to 2. What is the meaning of 0 to means 0th index, 1th index, and second index also. If suppose they will write like that also for I equal to 1 to 3. So 1 to 3 means you are utilizing the first index to third index of your array. So first index, not index, first value, second value, and third value also will you can consider as a value, or you can consider as an index. Anything is correct itself. So depending upon your for loop, we need to check the logic here. So array of I. So array of I means index wise you can travel, or value wise also you can travel. So they will write like that for I equal to 1 to 3. Then array of I means not like index wise this is value wise. Why means he declared the 1 to 3. So when you travel the 1 2 3 value wise. So that is the pseudocode some magic. Okay, don't take like it's a error, but it's a logic in pseudocode. Same thing string also. If suppose I'm writing the string, suppose loop is my strings. Okay, loop is my string. So in that loop, 0th index, 1th index, 2nd index, 3rd index, 4th index. So you can travel like index character wise or index wise. So you can write this index wise or character wise. Character means 1 character, 2nd character, 3rd character, 4th character, 5th character. So you can write anyway you can write like index wise or character. That is the difference in coding session as well as pseudocode logic. And next one is functions. Guys, it's very important recursion in pseudocode. They will ask like recursion related. So simple way you can see like here I have small example. What is the example means? Function sum, and sum is 2 comma a comma b, then return is a plus b. So I will call the sum 3 comma 4. I will call the print otherwise print sum 3 comma 4. What is the meaning of this means? I will call this function. So with the 3 comma 4, so 3 plus 4 means 7. 7 will be written, 7 will be printed. So that is the calling session. But in pseudocode, maximum entry level questions are recursive related. So like function inside call the function. So these are the basic idea about pseudocodes. If you write any pseudocode logic, so we need to know about the how to declare the variables and what is the input and output statements, and then conditional statements, loop related, array related, and function related, and moreover very important thing is the logical related. So this is the very important logical operators. So we won't write the code or pseudocode. Without this we can't write any codes and pseudocodes. Okay, pseudocode is in single word, you can say pseudocode is, you can say a single line means the logic about your program. So before writing the program, I will write the some logic. So how to write the step by step for my code. So that is nothing but your pseudocode. If you